Hi, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Please, what's your name?
My name is Elisha.
Mr. Elijah. With the increase in NYSC Alawi, do you think the 77,000 naira is sufficient for a corp member in Nigeria currently?
Actually, it depends on the kind of corp member. Firstly, there are corp member who would want to live lavishly and not able to manage the resources they have. There are also corp members who can actually manage any kind of resource you give to them. But in the sense of that things are actually increasing by the day, and it's not quite funny trying to live in Nigeria. 77,000 might not be enough for someone who is a core member. It might also be enough, even more than enough, for someone who is also a core member. So it actually depends. So for those who it is not enough, it's quite disheartening because on a normal day, living in Nigeria, the cost of living is even killing the living. So it's just for everyone to try and see the way they can manage whatever it is that they are earning. And they cannot, even if they complain, how many of the things have we complained about that have been dealt with? Not much. So it's just for you to try and manage what you have, look for other means to make money than just complain. So if you are giving sometimes, in my own days, I think it was about 15 or a bit 17, I can't even remember. But at least then it was, even as at then, we're still complaining, 15,000. But, as things are on the rise, they also increase this minimum wages are about 70,000 now. So it should at least do some things for them. But the thing is, in all this, it is a core member will not be able to survive trying to get a house in some places, because how much is your money? How much are they giving to you? Let's say you find yourself in a place where they pay you one or two things. It will not be more than 30,000, and you want to rent a house. You see that the house you want to stay is even higher than the money they are paying you. So how are you going to rent a house?
No, actually, because even the 33,000 naira was not doing anything at all, even transport fare to your PPA and all. So 77,000 naira would actually not make any huge difference.
Because
inflation has increased, so it's more like you're still collecting 33,000 naira, just under a different guise.
An increment in a minimum wage, yeah, we know, but you still have to consider the current price of things or the standard of living in the country right now, because clear that money, 77,000, it's a big money to the year, but spend is not big. Only transport, we consume that money. Not talk of foodstuff and other expenses, even for expenses, they are there. So to me, it's not enough. If the government actually wants to make that 77K be enough for corpers, then the standard of living should be dropped down, like the price of things in the market should be reduced, like fuel price should be reduced, and also to dollar rate. So because the dollar against the naira against dollar now is very, very high. So we have to combat that so that we can have a balanced system whereby everyone can afford things in the market. Because, for example, now you're buying a basket of rice for 11,000, a basket of beans, almost the same thing. So how much things will you buy before you exhaust that 7,000?
It can't be sufficient. It can't be, because the increase of things are going higher daily. Like when you talk about rice now, I think a cup of rice should be 600 naira or so now. So the NYCs, they still have families. They have families at home. Some are from a poor background. They are even only child. They have to help their parents. So I don't think that money will be enough for them. The government should do something about that. 7,000 will not even go anywhere for them. They have to do their clothing and other expenses. I don't think it's okay.
I think depending on the person, individual matters. Like, depending on what the person is using money for. Like, a lot of persons, they spend a lot for like groceries and food stuff. So on a norm, for what we are seeing now, like for the economy now, I don't think it will be enough for anybody to spend. Like 77 is actually small money for us right now. Like,
Yes, is enough for them if they can manage it. For this situation is enough for them, because the reason why I say is enough for them is that mm, their parents, at least they'll still be sending little amount for them, so it's enough for them to manage for a month.
What alternatives should the government explore in reducing the price of fuel in Nigeria?
Okay, there are so many alternatives that the government can explore. Firstly, the current government did not know how to manage the situation when they said subsidy is gone, and they just remove subsidy like that. First of all, you have to put things in place. You have to try and make sure that other things that will make sure that the fuel is being distributed in lower price is being focused on and dealt with. There are other refineries, in fact illegal refineries, that people are doing, which the government does not want or which the government will not allow. If those refiners, you can empower those people. You don't have to rely on Dangote, on one person, to just supply fuel to the whole country. There are people who do illegal refineries. Empower them. You know them. It's because the government wants to get something from the Dangote. That's why they are trying to just make him a host. You can see the Dangote is even complaining that you look at what I'm buying my products, and you want me to distribute to you on or in so and so amount. It's not quite fair. You have to put things in place. That refineries, build refineries, they are the ones they've even abandoned for years, that I can't even think of, because they don't talk about them anymore. Everything we do in this country is Dangote. So if those refineries are refurbished, if those illegal refineries are empowered, make sure that those people can at least do one or two things in their own refineries, then getting fuel will not be a problem. We have so much oil in this country. Go to Dubai. Dubai is not electronics, it's not technology that made them who they are. It's oil. Imagine a land on a dry sand. They don't have water there, but they know how to get their water. So we swim in oil. There's nothing that we do in this country that is not oil related. I think maybe when the oil gets dry, we would focus on other things. But we have the money in this country, so the government can at least bring subsidy back for the meantime and see whether things will improve.
What do I have to say about that? Let them bring back our subsidy. I think they should bring back the subsidy. I prefer our olden days. They should bring it back. I prefer it. It's better. Let's work on our olden ways. They should bring back subsidy. I think it's better for us that way.
Just that.
Yes, yes, it's okay. Let them bring back subsidy.
Before the president came into power, he removed subsidy in the first place, which is not actually a bad idea as it is, but we don't know where the money is going to. So I think if refineries in the country start working, like we have refineries in Warri, Port Harcourt, and everything, if they can make all the refineries work, I think it will be something that will bring the price down. And instead of government exporting fuel from outside, we can just do ours here and use it. I think that's a better option for it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Great.
I know that it's very cost, but as a student, it's enough for them. It's enough for them. 77,000 is enough for them.
The copper.
As a copper, is enough for them.
All right, ma'am. The second question is, what alternatives should the government explore in reducing the price of fuel in Nigeria?
If we can be using our local refinery in Nigeria, at least it will be better, and it will reduce the fuel subsidy. And that is what I
Fuel price.
okay the fuel that is what I just know about it for now.